right, let's get into it. We've got a Huey help we want to get to before we wrap it up here. And this one is, it's relatable, I would say. Yes. Do you have it?
Oh, wait a second.
Not to put you on the spot.
No. I realized Tony left his thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Give me one.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Cheap ways to travel, Michaela. Yes, absolutely. I will not gatekeep. This is going to sound like an ad, but it's not. Travel Zoo. Sign up for their weekly newsletter.
What's that? Travel News?
Travel Zoo.
Oh,
Travel Zoo. They send out a top 20 deals every single week, and they'll send you an email, and it'll be like deals to everywhere you can imagine. Okay. But you do have to go where they tell you to go.
Right,
okay,
I got it here.
Yep.
If you've got trouble, we've got the cure for what ails ya.
The Bay Area's bestie, Huey, is here with advice.
It's Huey Help.
All right, Huey Help. Are you ready for some sage advice, Huey?
I feel like I need a shot of Jameson before going into this.
You probably do. Yeah, you probably do. All right.
Okay.
This is from Lena. Lena says, one of my friends who I've been friends with for decades used to be so kind and thoughtful. Over the last few years, she's changed. She's not mean to me exactly, but she's become really harsh about the world. Girl, I feel you.
Ooh, like a negative outlook on life.
Yeah, I guess so. She says she does. Okay, this is not good. Okay, she has no sympathy for people who are struggling and believes that everyone gets what they deserve. She says she does well because she works hard, and anyone who's suffering must have made bad choices. No empathy much. It's unsettling because she used to be more understanding and now she seems almost cold. I've tried to push back, but she just shrugs it off. Is this an argument I'm never going to win? Is this a red line for me being my friend? Do I just have to stop being friends with her?
Now I get it.
This is Huey Help. I got a little something to say here, bud.
Okay. Well, first off, thank you for emailing us. You can do so, chastaandhuey@gmail.com. No, it sucks. We do know someone who's gotten more negative over the last couple years. I'm keeping vague. I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do know someone that
very similar to this.
Yeah, we were close with.
Yeah.
And then that person over the last 5 years got really more distant. Like this is someone I consider like a brother.
Yeah.
Like a best friend. And
who turned dark.
Yeah. He just got more distant and just wasn't like texting. It was like a one-sided conversation. I was always the one reaching out, texting him and checking in on him. He would never check in with me. He just became like super distant. And I have not yet had that heart-to-heart conversation with him, which I do. And yeah, it was just really weird. Just they got super distant and just, their personality started to change. Just stuff
with no real explanation.
Yeah, just stuff they start posting on social media, and it's a lot of negative posts and just outlook on stuff and just negative stuff on the Bay Area. It's just really trippy how much this person has changed. It really is not the same person. And at first I thought it was him trolling. I know he likes to troll stuff, but it's really grown bigger than that. And just, the real tipping point, the breaking point for me was not getting invited. You and I both not getting invited to his wedding. And that really hurt. And that really opened my eyes up. Okay, something's wrong. We're not on the same page anymore. So for me, just my own personal situation, I have not had that heart to heart with him.
Do you want to?
I do, to clear the air, and at least tell him how I feel. Because in the past, there's been times where he was upset with me on certain things and he would tell me, and I respected that.
Yeah. Sure.
And I learned from that.
Sure.
But now I want to turn the tables like, hey, you called me out on my stuff in the past. I'm going to call you out on your stuff.
That's
and
fair.
So with that being said, that's my advice. It's like, it's a tough, for me, I hate confrontations. I hate having those tough talks, but I know sometimes.
Actually, you've grown so much since I've known you. In the 15 years-ish that I've known you, you're a different person in a good way.
Yes. So thank you. So that's what I'm saying. With her, it sounds like you got to have that tough talk with them.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Even, hell, when we talked to Parkway Drive last year, was it last year or Aftershock or the year before? Year before. He told me, the band was on the verge of breaking up. but they had to sit down with like a therapist and like a big discussion. Everyone air it out. And because of it, the band is much stronger now. And, they're torn. They're going to come through Concord this summer. But Parkway Drive, that's just one example of a band on the verge of breaking up. And they had a lot of unresolved issues holding that they kept bottled in. They finally had like a mediator or therapist.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. I have to go back. You can watch the interview on
like
YouTube.
Metallica did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let it all out and discuss it. So if you know someone in your life that's acting different, don't be afraid to have that talk with them and tell them. Maybe they're just not realizing it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to read the room, that they're coming off a certain way and it's changed over time. So yes, have that talk with them.
It's so important to be self-aware. I mean, this is part of why, true story, and I'm not saying this to plug my podcast. In fact, I won't. But I have a podcast that I do, not as often as I'd like. But it is therapy for me because a lot of the stuff I say out loud, I don't even realize I'm thinking until I have said it out loud. So it is a way of checking myself, keeping myself in check on the way I look at the world, the way I see things, the way I react to others. Besides who you were just talking about, I can think of a couple of other people who have taken this turn. And look, I'll be honest, like with everything going on in the world, it wears on you, and I have noticed if I let it, it will shift my personality. But it's up to me to keep myself in check. And if you're close enough with this friend, then I feel like it is completely within reason to say, hey, I've noticed a turn. I don't know what's going on specifically, but I'm a little concerned about it. Can we have a talk about it? You should be able to. I feel like if I was that way, you would come at me, and and vice versa. I'd be like, buddy, we gotta sit down and have a come to Jesus kind of thing. I feel like that's what I'm for. Like that's what a good friend is for.
Absolutely,
there to help you get through stuff like
a reality check when you need it.
Right. To keep you grounded.
Yes. Like it's absolutely very important. I think those people are the real ones.
Yes.
Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a work situation, you should be able to express yourself, what's on your mind, have that deep talk, deep conversation. And if there's an issue that needs to air it out, it's not good to keep it in and bottle in. I know I'm not perfect with that type of stuff, but
It's hard.
I need to practice more what I preach there. But the same can be said for a lot of people. It's easier said than done. But yes, with that being said, if there's something going on with someone, and who knows, maybe they then, once you confront them about it, then they can open up and say, you know what? This is what's going on. And they just felt uncomfortable.
It gives them an opportunity to just
express themselves, open up, and then maybe you're opening up the floodgates for them that they needed.
Yeah.
They needed someone there for that. And then, they can come to you and be like, thank you for helping me realize that, and learn. I can learn from this, or I can go seek help for this, or whatever.
I can say you should fully expect them to be defensive in the beginning.
Oh, totally.
Most people are when you're quote unquote calling them out on something.
Everyone's perfect in their world.
Of course, right? But I think upon reflection, if they give themselves a beat and think about it and they come back to you, great. If they don't, if they continue to push you back and be like, aggressive about it or super negative or don't want to have the conversation and this continues, yes, you're well within your rights to have them not be in your life anymore. And I know that sounds harsh and I don't mean it like that. Like just forget about them because relationships are important and long-standing relationships even more so. But it has to be a two-way street. You have to get something out of it. Like when you have a friendship like you and I have, there's a flow. There's a come and go. There's like you've got stuff going on. I come to you with stuff going on. Both people have to benefit it. And
absolutely.
And if that's not the case, you need to express yourself. If they don't take that seriously, they're clearly not the friend for you.
And that sucks when, for me, the person I was referring to earlier, it was like after I think 6 months, or the fact that I did a test. I was like, I'm not going to text them for like a week, see what happens. Nothing happened. I think 2 weeks went by, nothing happened. I'm like, okay, this is odd. We used to text daily, just different things. And so it sucks when you realize something's off here.
Yeah.
And so, it's.
Once you realize it's a one-way street, it's hard.
It is tough. And listen, I'm not I am not friends with everyone that I once was in elementary school, middle school, high school, college.
Yeah.
I get it. People change, people evolve. But this situation, this person, I did a lot of cool things with this person. We had a lot of fun together. Like I said, I thought he was someone I could see as a best friend
for
life.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, something happened over the last 5 years. And that's one thing that sucks about COVID. I think you and I talked about before. Like COVID really just was eye-opening of like who your real friends are, who your real family members are, all that stuff. When there's a lot of shit going on in this world, who can you count on to help you get through it?
Amen to that. Yeah, it's true. Well, I hope that was helpful. I know it's a terrible situation. Like there's nothing easy that comes from it. But Lena, we really appreciate you reaching out to. I mean, we call it Huey Help, but I obviously can't help but chime in. I give my piece as well.
I was going to say that it's a Chasta vent.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think of a
Chasta
name.
tirade. We could have a whole nother feature here.
Yeah.
All right, let's give some shout outs for those that are chiming in on the comments. Casey! Oh my God, freaking rock star extraordinaire. Casey there, of course, of Drawing Heaven fame. Thank you for always being a force of positivity. Oh, I love you, buddy.
Thank you.
That's really, really nice.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if you saw, I think it was the last podcast, Casey. I was raving about how much I love Drawing Heaven.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite hats, too. It's
Oh,
funny
really?
because, I bought, I was at one of their shows and I bought one of their hats and I was like, oh, you need a black on black one. I bought like a black on teal. It says DH on it.
Ooh.
And then they sent me the black on black one and I thought that was really nice. So now I have two and they're badass.
Oh, nice.
The black on black one is
Ooh.
the one I run in all the time.
Dude, they're magical live. I'll just say that.
Magical is the word. Oh my God.
When I saw them,
they give me like the same feeling I get when I see the Deftones.
Yeah.
I get with Drawing Heaven.
Dan, when
Same.
I saw you guys at was it the Ritz in San Jose with oh my God, Dress to Dead.
Oh yeah.
Right, Dan? That was like a few years ago. I think that was right before COVID hit. I think that was December 2019.
Was it really?
I think so.
Oh,
Dan,
I saw them.
confirm if I'm
Wait, you saw them weren't you with me when we went to the Fox like last year?
Who?
You. Drawing
With-
Heaven.
They're at the Fox?
Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
Little Fox.
Little Fox.
Club Fox. Sorry.
Club
I
Fox,
thought
sorry.
the Fox in Oakland.
No.
I was like, what?
What? No, Club Fox.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yes.
that last year?
Yes.
2 years ago. I can't
I'm
remember.
trying to remember. Yeah.
It was so
it's
good.
all a blur, man.
Yeah, it
when you
really
live the
is.
rock star lifestyles that we do, man, it's all blur, man. I'm like Nikki
love
Sixx
it.
in the 80s.
Yeah, you are. Oh, we just little old DH. No, it's not true. Thomas, my boy, my brother from another mother, are forced to be reckoned with live. They really are. Thomas is putting you on blast, by the way, about New Orleans. I don't know if you saw that. I know. It's tough. It's expensive.
It is.
Here, I'll just say it. He's got wrestling coming up, and it's wrestling or me, and he's choosing wrestling. I'm kidding. I love you. You know I don't
damn
care.
it.
I already told you I don't care.
I'm wearing a Demolition shirt. We'll do our own stuff.
He's going to WrestleMania. Where is it?
Las
Dallas.
Vegas.
Oh, why did I think Dallas?
Well, Dallas was 3 years ago.
Wow. Okay, I'm a little behind.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yes.
Vegas. Okay, he's going to WrestleMania in Vegas.
Well, I mean, I haven't got my confirmation yet. I'm waiting for the confirmation. I applied for credentials.
WrestleMania, you're letting him come. They would say no to Danarchy.
I know, Baby Huey.
AKA Baby Huey.
The best interviewer of wrestlers here in the Bay Area, if not Northern California.
I was going to say, whoa, you're like downplaying it. No, you're the best, so you'll be there. Anyway, so Thomas, no, we'll have a shot, or maybe not a shot. We'll have some Jameson for you in New Orleans. We'll pour some out for our homie. All right, you guys, Little Fox. It was last year. It was with Devil in California. That's what I thought. See, I've got some sort of memory up there. All right, thank you guys for everyone in the comments on YouTube, watching live and chatting with us. We love you so much. You're always here, and we so appreciate it. And make sure you connect with us on social. We're going to find out what clips we get this week on social media. That's going to be interesting. We'll see if your theory on Clip It works.
Yeah, so please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Chasta and Huey.
Oh.
Also, yes,
As I punch my microphone.
subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can watch the whole video of the podcast there, but also I've been clipping up segments of the episode. So if you only have time to watch maybe one segment, that's fine. Every little bit helps. That's what I'm
right.
stressing.
Yes.
Any video you can watch, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, anything helps. So watching this live, the whole episode, that's awesome. But also, yeah, like I said, if you only have time to say, them talking about Huey Help or them talking about St. Patty's Day, I only have time for
Or
that.
them talking shit.
Yes. Oh, good. But
Which
yeah.
we do really well as well.
But yeah, please subscribe there, share it, thumbs up, all that stuff. You know, the algorithm, that whole thing. Everyone says it. So yeah, chastaandhuey@gmail.com as well.
All right. We love you guys. Mwah. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.